My name is Joshua Olszewski. I enlisted in 2008. I joined the United States Air Force as a security forces member. I was stationed at Moody Air Force Base, where I was assigned to a base defense squadron, where basically our sole thing was to deploy to bear bases and establish security and then push out outside the base and secure it. I deployed to Iraq twice. I went to Camp Bucca, Iraq, and then Joint Base Balad, and then Afghanistan once. So my first deployment was a lot of route clearance up and down the main MSR, which is Tampa. I was down in way southern Iraq by the ports, so we would patrol up and down the main supply routes between southern Iraq up to Basra for all the convoys and the detainee transfers that were heading up to the prisons up in the northern part of Iraq. My second deployment was all area security operations. We patrolled with the Iraqi police as well as like their different military and stuff like that. We'd go out to the villages, patrol with them, do key leader engagements, and then my third deployment to Afghanistan was the same. We deployed in support of area security operations based off of the Army's needs, and we would just go out on patrol with Afghanistan police or the Afghan National Defense Services. Having the opportunity to serve your country is something I'm grateful for. So I got out in 2016, and I was kind of just, didn't know again what I wanted to do. I just knew that kind of my last 2 years in the military, I taught counter-improvised explosive device courses at Fort Bliss, Texas, and I was an instructor. Didn't really like it. I'm more of a doer than a teacher. So I kind of was like, all right, my time's coming up. I saw that the state police was hiring, so it just honestly looked interesting. It looked an opportunity to go from teaching back to doing. If you want to do it in law enforcement, I don't know of any other agency in the state that has the opportunities like MSP does to do it. Whether you want to be a detective, a dog handler, on our emergency support team, we have it all. Throughout my deployments, there was kind of rules that in order to go out on patrol, you had to have an explosives dog. I can say that those dogs have undoubtedly saved my life, saved my friends' lives, and it kind of just clicked one day. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go be a dog handler. And so Kai is a narcotics trained detection dog as well as a patrol dog. So anytime we go to a search warrant, it'll be in search of narcotics inside that residence. Or we could be contacted by a narcotics section or a local narcotics section or the DEA and be requested to assist with an interdiction detail. We could be going up to northern Macomb or northern Oakland looking for lost children or endangered people that go missing in like the state game areas or the county areas and stuff like that, down to looking for dangerous armed criminals. Unfortunately, that is kind of our bread and butter is tracking for the state police. Our program is really designed upon that, and I would say that that's what we're most known for, is our ability to look for people that don't want to be found or people that are lost and can't be found. I always say, like, no one calls a dog because things are going well or because they can find what they're looking for, right? So if we weren't there, these things wouldn't be located. And again, whether that's a missing child, whether that's a dangerous armed criminal that's fled, narcotics, firearms that have been tossed, like all these things that Kai's found all contribute to either A, keeping somebody safe, taking them out of harm's way, since they're lost in the woods, or removing something that is hazardous to the community, whether it's narcotics or people that want to commit crimes and flee, that's all, or firearms that were tossed in neighborhoods. None of that stuff would be in our hands as law enforcement if it wasn't for Kai. I think I have an undoubted debt. And then also his ability to end things peacefully. A lot of times you'll see that if we are looking for someone that's dangerous and say they're armed, Kai's simple presence de-escalates that situation when we locate them. So it could be an extremely dangerous situation for not just the suspect, but also for law enforcement. Kai's presence oftentimes changes that suspect's mind, and he goes, okay, I'm done, I give up, you know, I'm willing, and there's no force used, there's no one injured, everybody's safe. And then also Kai's ability to alert us to people's presence, especially if we believe they're armed. We'll usually know pretty good distance away, like, hey, we're getting close. It gives us the ability to slow everything down, to kind of communicate with that person and end those situations safely and peacefully.